Now, I'm making this video as a desperate plea for compassion and empathy from the people that like to shitty post online. Because if you shitty post like this, you're making life harder for the rest of us. You're giving ammunition for people that are salivating and having a big boner for internet censorship. This is literally what they're looking for. So, this satirical deepfake of Donald Trump has got the internet riled up because it went viral. And I think it's using one of these more recent AIs because you're looking at the lips and there's no more blur. The resolution for the video is pretty spot on. It's very clear, right? It even has like this little text on the bottom, which adds to its perceived authenticity. And so many people were bamboozled by it and they got outraged. Now here's the thing. This is why I'm saying it's a problem. Imagine you're a person that's hired by an NGO working for the European Union in order for them to pass some new digital service bill, right? Like they want to censor the internet further, and you know for a fact that if they do this, American social media companies will probably comply. And so, how do you do your job? How do you create a moral panic in order to convince people that deepfakes are a problem? Well, you're going to find videos like this, right? And what are you going to say? You're going to start complaining that they're indistinguishable. Look at the harm they are doing. You're going to try to dial up that moral panic to 11. Are you going to find videos like this and you're going to say, oh, this is obviously a fake. Like, obviously people should know. No, you're going to say the opposite, right? Because, like, your goal isn't to have an honest debate. It's not to actually act like a proper person. It's to pretend that you're unable to tell if this is a deepfake or not. And once you get enough support, once you get that thing trending, then you give justification for the lawmakers to pass the bill that cracks down on the internet further. And so whenever a shitty poster uploads something like this about a politician, especially about a politician, especially about a recent event that's a tragedy, and you're making light of it, you're literally giving ammunition to the people that want to censor you and to the people that want to ban your account. And you're also making life harder for the rest of us that just want to use the internet. Because apparently what this video is, it shows Donald Trump making light of the situation that happened yesterday. Yesterday there was a terrorist attack. 2 Democrats were assassinated by people affiliated with the No Kings riots. Those Democrats apparently voted in line with Republicans on the fact that they don't want illegal migrants to get health care. Right? Like they decided that the American taxpayer shouldn't pay healthcare for the rest of the human race. And because of that, people are assuming, is the reason why they got shot. And so in this particular deepfake, you see Donald Trump saying that Marxists have no friends. Like a friend will say that you're ugly, but he will disagree with you, but he's not going to shoot you. Like that's the vibe, right? So again, it incentivizes people to fake outrage even further, especially people that are against Donald Trump, saying that this is not proper. Now, here's the thing. I'm not the joke police. Like, far from me coming from Eastern Europe, who has an entire culture formed around the years dedicated to making jokes about tragedy. Like, this is how Eastern Europeans cope. Like, literally, after the person dies, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's a politician or an event, like, people will make fun of it. Because that's how people cope here, with black humor, with gallows humor, right? In America, like, I understand that on the internet, it's not acceptable. Like, people view it as, it's not just poor taste, they view it as harm, you know? Like, what if the family member see it argument? Because, like, the family member is omnious on the internet, it's always there, and if you post anything disrespectful, they see it. And so, this is another justification for bans. I'm just saying, right? But I don't really want to talk about this issue, you know, the joke policing stuff. Like, that's a topic for another time. What I do want to talk about is the deep fake and the moral panic that comes from it. The fear that in the future, people won't be able to tell if something is real or not. And my answer to that is good. Fucking finally. That's a good thing. People not being able to tell if a video is true or not. I want to live in that world. Because in that world, people assume everything is fake. And if people assume everything is fake, then maybe we can finally stop judging politicians based on their personality and begin judging them based on their performance. Because I think like politics shouldn't be a popularity contest. I'm just saying, like this whole thing where you live in the age of TikTok, where 6 seconds from someone is enough to destroy their reputation. And so you have like clips taken out of context, or, someone talks for like 3 hours but says something stupid, and those 5 seconds are trying to define him as a person, where no one cares how politicians actually vote and what their policy is, but it's like, oh my goodness, he said grab her by the pussy, and that's like the complete campaign from Hillary Clinton against Trump, right? Like I want to live in a world that's not like that. I don't think it's important. I would rather have a politician that's like a cheeky little shit, maybe even a pervert. I don't fucking care as long as he fixes my economy. I'm not hiring people based on popularity. Like between a politician that's well-spoken, well-dressed, incredibly moral, but is fucking my economy and is creating inflation and is causing unemployment to go up, and he's making policies that raise the crime level. No, I'd rather have the Romanian politician like Băsescu, who fucked his mistress on the table of the Romanian equivalent of the White House, and everyone knew about it, and he was a cheeky little shit and a smarmy ass, but at least he fixed the economy. So like between these two people, one that's a degenerate but like gets the fucking job done, I have to wonder, like, why do I vote politicians? Do I vote them for their personality, or do I vote them for their performance? Because it seems many times these things don't necessarily align. And so if we live in an age where people just don't trust any type of clip, any type of thing that they find online, I think that's a good thing. I definitely want to live in the age where people can't tell between a deepfake and what isn't. But unfortunately, we don't live in that age yet, right? Like, we live in the transition period. And in the transition period, getting them to ban certain things that are considered deepfake, I think that's really dangerous. And I'll tell you why. Most people are worried about the concept of, someone making a deepfake of a politician and other people believing it, and like that particular deepfake is going to affect the ratings of the politician. I don't think that's necessarily a problem because, as you can see, like deepfakes are really easy to be recognized. Right? Like usually you go into the comment section and you see people talking about it and they're immediately debunking the deepfake. I don't think that this is a problem. What would be a problem is, imagine in the future, let's say the Democrats are back in charge, and you have a genuine video. Like you have a video that's actually real. Like, for instance, that scandal with the French president and La Cocaína, right? Or the scandal with the French president getting smacked by his wife. Like, you have actual, real things that look outlandish, that they look like it's a parody, like surely it didn't happen, but they're real. Now, all they have to do, and they tried doing this, if you guys remember with Macron and his wife, they actually tried doing this in the first minutes of the scandal. They try saying that the video is false. Now let's say it's an actual important topic, like the Hunter Biden laptop, and you have the actual footage, and they say it's false. And then social media takes it down, the press pretends that it's false, right? And the election passed, and then it turns out, no, actually it wasn't. But by that time, people have already been influenced to believe that it's not. Right? So this would cause, because as we're seeing before, like the rules aren't applied equally. So like the establishment will have the power to say that any video that connects their politicians to wrongdoing are false, while they will use, in some cases, even deepfakes on the opponent politician, right? Because we still live in the call-out culture era. Like, people haven't changed their mind about it. Like, we're in the transition period. And so, like, in the transition period, this is very dangerous. Because, like, the establishment can use this as a weapon to protect themselves and to attack the opposition. Now, regarding how you can tell if it's a deepfake or not, it's very simple. Just use your AI. Like, especially on Twitter, you have Grok, right? Like, just ask the AI whether or not they think the video is authentic. And usually the AI will tell you. If you see a video that's too extreme, too out there, too bizarre, you can't place it, you don't think that it's real, just look at the comment section. right? So like this whole moral panic that, oh my goodness, like people can't tell. No, they absolutely can. But the activists that want the internet to be censored, they're going to pretend that there's no way to tell, and it's very misleading and it's horrible, right? So I do agree with Arch in the fact that it should be straight up banned. There's already rules for that. And take into account I'm a person that's mostly for free speech. But if you, like first of all, I wouldn't even make these types of parody videos, right? Like, not now. It's just not the fucking time. The culture is too sensitive. Like, the situation is too explosive. If you're using it now, you're giving ammunition for the people that want to take your toys away. But if you do want to still use it, then what you should do is like put a watermark, you know, like AI made or something like that. Like make it visible, make this huge watermark so that people know. Because what they did here is like they added, you know, at the end of the video, in the last second, you get like a frame. This is a deep fake, quite obviously. It doesn't matter if it's obvious or not. Like the disingenuous people that are going to fake moral outrage, they're going to pretend that it's not obvious, right? And it's enough to have like 1,000 of them online in order to generate a snowball of a moral panic. And then you get like a New York Times article or a Washington Post article demanding for more censorship. And then you have like certain people in the European Union that are like, oh, see, I mean, the people are calling for it. That's how it works nowadays, in case you haven't noticed. But anyway, right, so with that out of the way, I want to point out that posting this stuff is also incredibly dangerous for your account. Like, if your account is something you care about, they're going to crack down really hard on this. Especially videos made on politicians, especially videos made on recent tragedies and stuff. And so while they do generate a lot of clicks, I don't think it's worth it, you know? But as I said before, this is a plea for the shitty posters to be a little bit more considerate for the rest of others, at least, you know, for the upcoming couple of months. Because right now, the whole deepfake stuff is a deep topic. Lawmakers are starting to draft legislations. They're looking at it in order to try to crack down on it. Obviously, in the United States, you know, you have free speech, but in the European Union, they don't. And in the European Union, if they pass a law, then American companies usually follow suit because they don't want to lose the big market. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Take into account that I live stream every single day. Could use a little bit more viewers. I should also improve my live stream performance. So I'll see you guys there, right? There's a link into the pinned comment. It takes you to my live stream. It's a different channel. Live stream every day. And I'll do my best to entertain you guys there. Take care.